how the exploitation of foreign migrant workers adversely affects Singaporean workers, and how helping foreign workers can help Singaporean workers. Because one of the arguments that we hear thrown around quite a bit is that the work that foreign migrant labor does is work that Singaporean labor does not want to do. So can you help me understand the issue?
Okay, well, one example I can give is wages. In the years that I've been involved in this, I have seen workers who are paid like $2 an hour. Yeah, and Bangladeshi workers in shipyards are happy to work for $2 an hour, $3 an hour. So how is the Singaporean worker ever able to compete on these kinds of wages? The worst case I have seen is this guy who was paid $1.82. Yeah, and because we don't have a minimum wage law, right? So these kinds of contracts are allowed to be signed. Yeah, so if we continue to allow employers to pay workers at such appallingly low levels, the Singaporean worker will never be able to, their wages will never increase. Yeah, because there's a huge army of workers from Bangladesh, India, and China who are willing to take it at a much lower level, take a job at a much lower salary. And working hours also. Migrant workers it's a norm for them to work 12 hours a day. Yeah, and they will accept working 12 hours a day, 7 days a week. But Singaporeans will never be able to accept these kinds of conditions. What about our work-life balance? Yeah. So, but for the company, their only concern is cost, right, and profit. So I don't care about your work-life balance. I mean, I have this cheaper foreign worker who's willing to work 7 days a week, 12 hours a day, and you can't do it. So of course I prefer to hire him. Yeah. So that's what I mean in terms of the connections. Yeah. So migrant workers need better protection. Yeah. In terms of so that they're not badly exploited. Otherwise, local workers will always be displaced.
If I can just add to that, it's more applicable for prior to 2011. As passes, people with double master's degree used to come to Singapore, work for 1,008, and there was a substitution effect, meaning new graduates were coming out, they were asking for 2,000 plus, so it was cheaper to hire foreign graduates actually. So that answers your question basically.